Hi everybody, this is Max Liu with REVEL Realty, and today we're going to be talking about another 5 things you should be doing as a first-time home buyer. Make sure you stay tuned for tip number 5. I feel like it's the most important one, and if you want to check out my other 5 videos about other things you should be doing as first-time home buyers, make sure you check the link in the description. Tip number 1, pre-approval. One of the biggest benefits of having a pre-approval ready is that it is great leverage to have when you're submitting your offer onto a house. If you have a pre-approval in the home buying process and you're against people who don't, well, that's going to be very favorable for you and your offer is probably going to be picked. And more importantly, if you're in the times of a lower rate, using a pre-approval can lock you in with that rate and save you money in the long run. And a pre-approval gives you, the buyers, a good idea of what you can and cannot afford, therefore saving you and your real estate agent's time during this house hunting process. Tip number 2, keep yourself updated. Staying updated about your local economy and real estate market can be extremely beneficial. One thing you can do to keep yourself updated is to follow real estate agents such as myself on social media. We're more than happy to post any market changes, mortgage policy updates, and interest rate changes for you. Tip number 3, debt management. If possible, pay off as much debt as you possibly can. Any car loans, student loans, anything you have left, make sure you try to pay those off before even getting into a pre-approval. If your loan balance is small but your monthly payment is big, try to pay these off first. For example, if your car balance has only $2,000 left but your monthly payment is $1,000, make sure you pay this off first, because it can dramatically affect your borrowing power. And avoid getting into more debt when you're looking to buy a property. Do not co-sign with anyone about anything, because this will be a liability that shows up on your credit report. And lastly, buy stuff using credit after the big closing day. Tip number 4, budget. What I mean by budget is getting a rough idea of each payment, your closing costs, moving expenses, down payment. You should be taking all these things into consideration so you can prevent any surprise payments at the end. Budgeting also applies to life after the big closing day, because you will be faced with other house-related expenses such as property taxes, utility, and so on. And also don't forget to budget for an emergency fund. And if you're purchasing an older home, make sure you're budgeting for repairs as well. Tip number 5, make sure you're checking your credit before even applying for your pre-approval. First of all, the self-check will not damage your credit. This is going to count as a soft inquiry. Make sure you're checking your credit with both TransUnion and Equifax. And after you've done your check, make sure you're disputing any and all discrepancies that might come along. You'd be surprised at what you can find, such as your name spelled wrong, debt that doesn't even belong to you, and maybe even a birthday spelled wrong. Doing this will really help you get that pre-approval, so ensure everything is 100% correct before you even apply. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I just gave you. Make sure you follow me on my socials and check out my other videos. Link is in the description. I'll see you guys next time.